There. So today we are going to talk about the featured links block and talk about specifically the visibility option on the featured links block. So I am going to go down here. I think I have a test dashboard. There we go. And then here is a featured links block that I have on it. Oops, I gotta go into my test. Blocks editing on. There we go. All right, so we've done previous recordings on all of the things that the featured links block can do, but I don't think in any of those recordings have I ever really touched on the visibility option. And it's recently become a recurring question that I've gotten among multiple clients. And so I felt it was worthwhile to go ahead, spend some time to talk specifically about the visibility feature of the featured links block. So a couple of things, as you're aware, that you can do with this block is you can add tiles to it. They can be certification tiles, course tiles. These are going to link to specific certifications, specific courses, specific programs. That's what this one's going to do. And then you have your static and your gallery. These particular two are going to either be static is specifically going to be like a static image that you are providing to folks. I've seen clients use the static option for the featured links block as a way of having a banner at the top of the screen. So they create this really nice image for the top of the screen, and then they use the static feature. So for that, we're going to use static today. And the only thing about static is that you do have to provide a URL for that to link somewhere. Now, if you're going to do this as like a banner in a course page, you could always kind of do like an anchor further down in the course maybe, so that if they do happen to click on it, it just pops them down into the course, or it could potentially even be utilized as a means to provide access to something else. So like your advertising, you're using that block, that static image more so as an advertisement type feature to the site. So you do have to have a URL in here. It does have to have the HTTPS in front of it. I'm going to use Google as an example. And you can do fit inside tile. You could do an icon, but here's where you could put a title, a description if you'd like. I personally a lot of times like to just put everything on my image and load it. That way I know it's gonna respond. Let me grab an image here. Just gonna grab a picture. All right, so we're gonna save those changes. Whoops, I did something wrong. I didn't put alternate text. There we go. All right. So if you're wondering how you get that image to display more banner-like, that is going to be in the overall featured links settings for the configuration. I do talk about this a bit more in my other featured links video, but you could do full width, and you could do large, medium, small, full width, okay, to make it span the entire width of the screen. Now for the visibility part. In each of these tabs, you'll notice that they all, or each of these blocks, they each have this gear icon and then a visibility feature. So you can click on that visibility and you can choose who's able to see it. So is it visible to all, hidden from all, or are we going to apply specific rules? If we apply specific rules, we can define access by audience, and then we can choose the specific audience that we may want to see. Or we can do based on some preset rules. So users logged in, users not logged in, users a guest, who is that user, or we can use some additional aggregation logic here. So it's really up to you as far as how you do that, but you do have the ability to define access by audience rules. And then you can just choose the audience that is able to see it and then save those changes. You as an administrator, you are always going to be able to see it, but then the users who are members of those audiences, they will also be the ones that see it, but no one else will.